Hey guys, so I have a box of 92, 93 Ultra Flare basketball cards right here. I'm going to put it in the freezer because these cards are well known for breaking. So just going to put it inside for an hour or two before we open it. Alright guys, I'm Dan, a 40-year-old NBA cards collector from Singapore. Today we will be opening the 92, 93 Ultra Flare set right here. This is a set I got off from a local collector from a website which is like Craigslist, but it's not Craigslist. It's basically like, it's called Carousel in Singapore, where I meet up, the collector to get this box of cards from him. So he is a 55-year-old collector, and he's actually stopping to collect. I mean, he's stopping collecting, and yeah, I just got some boxes from him. I got the Topps finals from him as well. So yep. So you can see, I just freeze the cards. Hopefully it helps with the breaking. Yep. So today we have actually, I want to tell you guys like plenty of stuff. How and why I'm going back to collecting. I've basically stopped collecting in roughly about the year 2000. I got back to collecting because last year, partly because of Wembanyama, and last year I actually met with an accident. The reason why I'm telling you is because I was actually getting some hate comments on, in some of my videos, and even some messages telling me, why I'm spending so much money on cards and I'm not making any money at all. So just want to tell you guys that, okay, it actually helps. Very cool, no breaking at all. So, yep. So I met with an accident. I got hit by a soccer ball in the eye, and I had several retinal tears. And I was almost blind in one eye, so I was very depressed for many months. Many months. And I went back to cards collecting because it really helps me. When I'm doing this, I feel like a kid again. Yeah, so this is the reason why I'm back in collecting. Yep, I'm spending a lot of money, but it's helping me, to get over this very bad period of time. And yeah, but I think very soon I'll stop buying modern day boxes because it's really expensive, and I will just buy vintage boxes. Yeah. So this is Reggie Miller, Hall of Famer, awesome stuff. I think the freezing really helped. It's really good right now. Tim Hardaway, cards are in absolutely beautiful condition. So you got two Hall of Famers right here, but both are, don't have championship rings, but these two are absolutely top class. Tim Hardaway, extremely good with his crossover dribbles. Reggie Miller, I feel very sorry for him because I feel he deserved, a ring. John Paxson right here, great shooter. Dennis Rodman, one of the best rebounders ever. Not in terms of the stats. Wow, this pack is great. And David Robinson right here, my favorite player. And there's Horace Grant at the back. Very iconic, power forward. Wow, this card, beautiful card. I should have this card, definitely. Gerald Glass. I hope you guys don't mind me just sharing some, some story. So my eye is actually improving. It's definitely improving. I had several retinal tears, and retinal tears can be fixed with laser. It can be cured, but after the retinal tear, the lasering, I got another new condition which is known as epiretinal membrane. So the retina basically grows a scar as a protective mechanism, and right now my vision is kind of distorted in one eye, but it's slowly recovering. Yep. So that left Shrem. So at one point I was extremely depressed because my vision was extremely blur. BJ Armstrong. And I wanted to do something that would make me feel happy again. So I went back to cards collecting, which is why you see my channel started only last year. I got my injury early last year. Yep, it's been a year plus. It's slowly recovering. Spot web right here. Adam Keefe, Tony Smith. Yep, the freezing really helps, guys. So you definitely need to try that if you are opening a box of vintage cards. I freeze it for an hour, 60 minutes. So that really helps. Don't freeze it too long because there will be too much water vapor. Generally, this is a stack which I am going to top load and put it in my binder. I have a binder of different series like hoops and stuff like that. Drazen Petrovic, and this stack is probably the one that I would just keep in a nicer box because all these are stars that I remember as a kid. Jerry Reynolds, Doc Rivers, awesome stuff. Doc is actually his nickname, guys. Yep, his actual name I can't remember, but Doc is basically his nickname. Yep, so how much have I spent? I have no idea. I spent thousands of but it's fine. I am 44 years old, turning 44 this year, and I do have savings. I do have a job, and I didn't spend for like the past 30 years on any card, so I feel spending a few grand on a hobby that I like, I feel I deserve it. Yeah, so KJ, cool. So yep, I do understand that my channel is a small channel. I don't make money from my channel. I don't make money from cards. I think some of you might feel it's stupid of me to spend so much money on cards, but I really feel it's worth it for me because what I get in return after opening this, I'll be spending some time with my kids. I do this with my daughter. We sleeve it together, we top load it together, and we put it into the binder together. I think this is really precious to me. So yep, purely for the love, purely for the hobby. Hopefully next time I will send some cards for sale. During the card show, my daughter actually went to the card show with me. So I told her next year I want to set up a little store. Not a store, like a little stand. And I will get some of my cards there to sell. Probably I don't think people will buy, but it's okay. Just for 2 days, like the Saturday and the Sunday, I'm gonna tend the store together with my daughter. Maybe not my son. My son is not interested. He's 13 years old this year. Shawn Kemp, wow, this card is beautiful. Just take a look at the photography. Gorgeous. Really gorgeous. It's like high definition. This is a beautiful card. And the condition is absolutely amazing. Kevin Gamble, Rick Smiths, 7'4". Very humble guy. I like him. Tyrone Hugh, Stacey King, Dave Johnson. First round draft pick. To be honest, I can't really remember him. 92-93, Alonzo Mourning, Clarence Weatherspoon, Shaquille O'Neal, Mitch Richmond, Nick Anderson, Tracy Murray, Brian Williams. I've got a checklist right here. Yep. The hobby in Singapore for basketball cards, there's a very small community. It's definitely nowhere near. It's not even like 1% or 10% of the hobby in the United States. People are crazy over Pokemon cards in Singapore, but sports cards is only soccer cards. Only soccer cards are popular. For basketball cards, just a very small community, but it's really cool. I met some great people during the card show, James Worthy, and there were only like 2 to 3 tables selling basketball cards. Yep. The rest are all like One Piece, Dragon Ball, Pokemon, Del Curry's, Steph Curry's dad, Lloyd Vaught. Yep. Beautiful cards. The previous time where I opened the Ultra Flare, I think the cards were badly bricked. Yep, that's right. Derek Coleman, I think he was drafted in 1991. I think so. I'm not exactly sure. I think so. Yep, that's right. He was a number one, I think, if I'm not wrong. Sam Perkins, Hakeem Olajuwon, one of my favorite centers, but of course, David Robinson, my favorite one. So to be honest, I feel I'm gonna give you guys a unpopular opinion. I feel David Robinson is better than Hakeem Olajuwon. I know Hakeem Olajuwon, played really well and absolutely destroyed Robinson. But in the season, regular season, Robinson is definitely he has definitely performed much better than Hakeem Olajuwon. That's for sure. Isaiah Thomas, and guess what? Michael Jordan base card right here, guys. Beautiful. Condition is absolutely beautiful. Corner, maybe this particular corner is not exactly super sharp, but just check this out. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And by opening these vintage boxes, I can somehow build up my collection of Jordan once again. I used to have quite a fair bit of Jordans, traded them all away. You guys know I traded them all away for Robinson, David Robinson. Yeah, back then I'm using a 32 PT sleeve. Top loader. So it's kind of I should be using a 55 PT. Yeah. Yeah, probably should have used a 55 PT. Gorgeous card. Not too sure about the photography. Seems to be slightly off balance. Yep. 30 points. 30.1 points average. Gorgeous. Moses Malone, Stacey Ockman, Mark Z Books, I love him, you guys know. 5'3", tenacious, inspiration to short people like me. John Bagley, Dale Davis, Victor Alexander, Scott Williams, Mark Aguirre. Guys, what do you guys think of Luke Longley? Okay, Luke Longley, there was very nice story. Jordan is a very, very tenacious and he wants to dominate everything. I watched an interview of Michael Jordan talking about Luke Longley, and he said he actually learned quite a bit from Luke Longley, because Luke Longley is from Australia, so it's like, hi mate. So he's very chill, and he takes things very easy, and he treasures and spends a lot of time with his family. So Michael Jordan actually mentioned that Luke Longley actually sort of like balanced him. So sometimes he will take a step back and see, yeah, I should enjoy life like Luke. So really cool. That was a very nice interview. So you can see some of them are breaking up again. I might have to freeze them again, guys. John Battle. Yep, you can see. So maybe an hour is not enough. Percy Hawkins. Tony Smith. Adam Kiff. Spot Webb. George McCloud. BJ Armstrong. Just put this one here. And guess what? Robert Parrish. Oh my goodness. Detlef Schrempf. So Robert Parrish, I'm definitely sleeving him. I'm keeping him later on. So Robert Parrish is a Hall of Famer. Together with Kevin McHale and Larry Bird, they were known as the Big Three. They were pretty famous. But I didn't grow up watching Celtics. I grew up watching Bulls. Bulls was the most popular team in Singapore. Okay. I would say Celtics is more for the 80s, but I think 80s it was not popular. I mean, basketball was not popular in the 80s in Singapore, that's for sure. Chris Mullin, Horace Grant. Okay, starting to break up again, as you guys can see. Wayman Tisdale, Charles Shackelford, John Stocks. If it breaks too badly, I'm gonna pause this video, continue tomorrow. Yep. Right now it's kind of inconvenient for me. Chris Morris, Sadel Threat, yep, it's getting a bit annoying. Shawn Elliott and Scottie Pippen at the back. Cool photo. Nick Anderson, Baron Scott, Robert Pack, David Wingate, Clyde the Glide, beautiful. Larry Johnson, Grandmama, if you guys remember the Converse ad. Todd Lichty. Oh god, yeah, I wanted to ask you guys about parallels. So Wemby parallels, Prism parallels, 1 of 1 are crazy, listed at crazy prices. I don't really understand the concept of parallels, to be honest. I mean, I don't know how to appreciate. It's the same card with a different background, with a different color, and people are going crazy over it. I do understand if there's a 1 of 1, not a parallel, like a 1 of 1 auto or 1 of 1 relic, or just like a 1 of 1 cool design. Yep, spending 6-figure for the rookie card, 1 of 1, not a parallel. I think I think that makes more sense for me. But if you're spending like 6-figure on a parallel, is that worth it? I am not sure. For me, I'll definitely not get it. That's for sure. I mean, I wouldn't spend a few K just to get a different colored background, you see. Yep, so I think back then only Top Stadium Club or some of the Tops, like a Tops Go, they had parallels, but it was just one variant. So I think the parallels nowadays are getting a little bit out of hand. Prices as well, crazy prices. They produce so little of the cards right now, so everybody is just there to snatch it up. I mean, it's good for the hobby, you know, to be honest, because it makes the cards more rare. Charles Smith, Shawn Kemp. This photo is brilliant. The photography, the lighting, it's just brilliant. If it is him dunking, I think that will be even better. Kevin McHale. Yep, so we've got Robert Parrish, but we've yet to get... Oh dear. There's definitely going to be surface damage, guys. By doing that, there'll definitely be surface damage. That's Karl the Mailman Malone, one of the best power forwards. I would say top 3. Tim Duncan, number 1. Karl Malone should be number 2. I'm not too sure. Kevin Garnett, number 3. Possibly. Kevin McHale, top 10, probably. Who else are there? Charles Barkley. Yep, Charles Barkley. Shawn Kemp, I'm not too sure whether he will make it into the top 10. Who else are there? I can't think of a modern day power forward. It's LeBron James considered a power forward or a small forward? Most likely a small forward. Yep, Karl Malone, Charles Barkley. I've seen them play. I haven't really seen like the modern day players play. Tim Duncan is an absolute beast. Derek Coleman. Okay, I thought this is like damage, but it's actually the lights. Hakeem Olajuwon seems to be the same pack again. Hakeem Olajuwon. Have you guys heard of the Dream Shake? I think his name is Dream Shake. So yep, his footwork is just awesome. Hakeem Olajuwon, just awesome stuff. I have no idea why I like David Robinson, and I picked him as my idol when I was a teen. Because I think everybody was supporting Michael Jordan. I wanted to be different, I guess. And I watched Robinson play and I thought, wow, this big man, he could shoot. He could shoot. And he could dribble. And he was fast. I was like, wow. It's really, really refreshing. And I really love centers like Patrick Ewing, Dikembe Mutombo. I love centers. 90s, I think, was like the era for the big guys. And all the big guys could shoot. Patrick Ewing, Hakeem Olajuwon, Robinson. You guys should watch the 71 points game by Robinson. He was absolutely crazy. He could have missed. Chris Malone. After opening all these packs, right, I will get this stack to my living room. I will get the top loaders, the sleeves together with my daughter. We just sit in front of the TV and we just sleeve it together. My daughter, she loves doing it with me. Doing this, just slotting in, knocking the top loader on the table. She enjoys it. Glenn Rice and Scottie Pippen, awesome. And yeah, and you just watch the TV as we, pack the cards together. And once I top load this, I will actually use another sleeve over the top loader. So it looks so cool. It looks like a very nice little, it's not a one-touch case, but it looks like this, like ready for sale. Yeah, it's very cool. So it's like a form of like family bonding for me as well. So my wife will be just sitting behind us, watching us do this, while she just swipes her phone. So yeah, it's kind of like a small little family bonding time. If not, I would just be playing mobile games. Scottie Pippen. Nice. I think that's Mark Jackson at the back. John Starks at the back. Very cool. Not the best photography for Scottie Pippen. Not the best one. Joe Dumars. Hall of Famer. Okay, I think we got Mutombo at the back as well, which is awesome. Joe Dumars. Dwayne Coswell. Our first Mutombo card of the day. Wow, this pack is good. Patrick Ewing. Mutombo. This This, there got to be a better photo of Mutombo, guys. There's got to be a better one. Patrick Ewing, this is nice, grabbing a rebound. Okay, we are on to our third stack. We are halfway through. I'm enjoying it, but my arms are a little bit sore. Opening this pack, not gonna lie. I think it's my chair. I don't really have a backrest. I'm sitting on one of these IKEA stools. Stacey Ockman, Mark Z books. I want to go a bit faster. Luke Longley. I like Luke Longley. You guys should watch The Missing Chapter. The Missing Chapter on YouTube, where they interview Luke Longley. Very nice. You know, I see myself, I actually spend a lot of time watching YouTube videos of 90 stars to get to know them more, know their background. John Stocks, he used to be, I can't remember, like, you know, like what do you call that? A service staff in one of the supermarkets, and he slowly worked his way up. John Stockton, Chris Morris, and he had like an altercation with Reggie Miller. Yep, I think he had a fight with Reggie Miller, and Patrick Ewing was really angry about John Stocks for, you know, putting the team at risk with his foul. So Patrick Ewing gave him like a little punch in the chest. Not like a hard one, just like, you know, what the hell are you doing? It's, yeah. So, interesting stories back then. Clyde the Glide, Larry Johnson. Same pack again, as you can see. This pack seems to be better. Not so much of breaking. We have yet to get our rookie card of Shaquille O'Neal, which I think is supposed to be in this series. I'm not too sure. Scottie Pippen, beautiful. We've got Joe Dumas again. You can see it's the same card. Mutombo, Ewing is the same pack. Oh, Manute Bol. I'm gonna keep him. 7'7". From, is it Uganda? Sudan. I beg your pardon. Yeah, Sudan, well known for very tall players. Tom Chambers. Yep, Tom Chambers. Kenny Anderson. Tom Chambers, I was told, I didn't really watch much of him, so I can't really comment. I was told he was a very, very amazing dunker. I only saw highlights of him, so just a couple of clips, so I don't really know. Isaiah Thomas had a beef with Jordan. He's not a supporter of Jordan, that's for sure. Alonzo Mourning, yes. Finally, we've got one of the rookies. I'm trying to get a sleeve, guys, so give me a second. First round draft pick, he was actually pick number 2 by the Charlotte Hornets. Pick number 2. Yep, still remember clearly. His rookie card was listed as $40 in 1993 in the Beckett magazine. Back then, the Beckett magazine was the only source of basketball cards prizes for us back then. Yep. Only a couple of places sold Beckett magazine and basketball cards in Singapore back then. Right now, there really isn't a store that sells cards, to be honest with you. There really isn't a store. Usually we get it from online. There are a couple of online stores, but there's no physical shop. Robert Horry, awesome. Do you guys know that Robert Horry has a lot of rings. I can't remember what exactly. I think it's like 7 rings. So he himself said that he's actually very lucky. Like, you know, whichever Purvis Ellison, Mark Eaton, a big guy, huge guy, 7'3". Yep. Kevin Duckworth, John Battle, Robert Parrish again. This is a weird photo. It's for Robert Parrish, but it actually features Bill Cartwright more. Do you guys know that Robert Parrish is known as the Chief? And he's known for his calm demeanor, very calm, and he doesn't approve. I mean, he's not really aligned with Michael Jordan's style of leadership. He actually mentioned it before, because Michael Jordan was well known for being extremely harsh on his teammates. Avery Johnson, okay, the general, I like him a lot. Gary Payton, Mark Price, great shooter. So, yep. Robert Parrish, he doesn't agree with the style of Michael Jordan. Bill Laimbeer against Robert Parrish. Who's gonna win the battle? Bill Laimbeer, yep, he's kind of physical, I would say. Will Perdue, another center for, you know, you have Luke Longley, you have Bill Cartwright, you have Will Perdue, Serge Sabalos, pretty good player. Sam Bowie, Charles Smith, preseason trade. I'll try to speed up a little bit, okay? We got Karl Malone at the back. Karl the Mailman. We've got Vlade Divac. Okay, I wouldn't be displaying him. Oh, what is this? All NBA first team. This is a nice card. Seems to be an insert. So let me just sleeve it up. Chris Mullin looks like a, you know, like a Navy soldier. Is that what you call it? Kevin Willis. Wow, against Larry Bird and Parrish, Robert Parrish at the back. This is a nice card. Very nice card. These cards are gorgeous. Kevin McHale, one of the big 3. Clifford Robinson was actually, he was an actor in one of the series, right? Like Survivor? Is it Survivor? I can't remember, but I think so. Okay, let's just keep one pack, guys, as usual. Let's keep one pack. We are still missing Shaquille O'Neal rookie card, guys. Are you able to get it? I have no idea. Let's hope so. Let's hope to get this rookie card. This pack is smooth. Robert Horry again. Oh. This is a nice one. Scottie Pippen career highlights. I have never put this card before, so this is my first time, I guess. Beautiful. Who's that at the back? Denver Nuggets. John Stockton, Avery Johnson, I like him. Gary Payton, the glove. Underrated defender, probably. Not really underrated. He was actually in All NBA defense team before. I think so. and he was ranking pretty high in terms of steal, so maybe underrated is not the right word. Terry Potter, Danny Manning, Will Purdue. Still waiting for our first. Shaquille O'Neal. Probably in the last pack that I don't want to open. I'd love to hear from you guys, like, how is the collecting community in the US? Is everybody like super friendly? Like, do you guys meet up? Because I really hope there is like a space for me to like just meet collectors, talk about cards, open packs together, you know, like Cards HQ. I was watching what's his name? Jeff. You know, the sports cards investors guy, and he opened this Cards HQ shop. I think it's really cool of him to have that shop. It's my dream, you know, it's actually my dream to open like a hobby store selling toys, selling cards. Dennis Rodman, Robinson, yes, I'm gonna sleeve it. Selling cards and a couple of couches, a couple of tables where people can buy a few drinks, get a few packs, open a few packs in a shop. You know, I'll play some games on the TV, maybe some classic games in the past. Just sit there, relax, talk about the cards, show off the collection. Yeah, it's probably not gonna make money, but that is my retirement dream, guys. Hopefully one day I'll be able to open like a small little shop. I'll do vlogs every day. Maybe when I turn 50, 55, I'll retire from my job. And I want to do this. I'll get some Pokemon cards in for Survivor, because basketball cards are not going to sell in Singapore, so I need to get some Pokemon cards, you know, to attract people. We are on to our 3 last pack. 1 pack, I'm gonna keep it. Maybe not. Let me just... Should I? Let's just keep it. Let's just keep it. Yeah, that's my dream. Opening a small little shop, selling cards. Have collectors over to hang out. Play some video games together. It's gonna be like a super cool hangout place. I want to do that one day. But I think I will need at least... I'm not sure. 100k Singapore dollars, 200k Singapore dollars to create a shop. But that's my dream. Ooh, nice. Is that Sam Perkins? That's a beautiful card. It makes me feel that the ball is right here, but that's actually a logo of Ultra Flare. Award winner. Awesome. Defensive Player of the Year. Is this like considered age wear? I'm not too sure. This is beautiful. Can this still be considered? I mean, this is the age. It doesn't really eat into the card. So is that still a possible 10? I have no idea, guys. It doesn't really matter. Not gonna grade this because it's not worth it much anyway. Kenny Smith, great shooter. I'll just keep 1 pack, and so this is basically our last pack, and still no signs of Shaq. Kind of sad, but it's alright. There's no choice, but at least we put a Michael. At least we put a Michael. Okay, that's not too bad. Patrick Ewing, All NBA second team. Shawn Kemp, I like him. Okay, I tell you what, I'm just gonna open a last pack. I think Shaq is inside. Shaq should be inside. Or maybe Shaq is not in this series. Absolutely no idea. We've got Pippen. That's not too bad. We've got Joe Dumars. We've got Patrick Ewing. We've got Dikembe Mutombo, which means we don't have Shaq. I don't think we have Shaq. There you go. Patrick Ewing. I knew it. We got Manute Bol. So this is it. So yep. Alright. So thanks for watching this. Drop some comments, but kind comments. You don't know what battle people are fighting. I'm not rich, but I'm quite a thrifty person, so I do have a fair bit of savings, and I'm just setting aside some money to enjoy the hobby that I love and making videos of it so that I can actually share this joy with people watching. And yeah, but sometimes the comments can be, I don't really know how to handle negativity. Yeah, sometimes it does affect me a little bit. Yeah, I mean, cried about it then. Okay, so yep, hopefully. But the good thing is that collecting cards is really helping me for the past year. I was almost blind and I was very depressed. I was absolutely depressed, and I had to go for treatment for a long time. But right now I'm feeling way better. My vision has regained, just that it's still slightly distorted when I look at straight lines. So the straight lines will be slightly distorted like this, so they're not parallel. They will be a little bit bloated, but it's just very slight. It used to be much worse. I had like yellow vision, blur vision, but right now the yellowish has gone, the blurriness has gone, which is great, and I'm able to continue with my daily activities without any disruption at all. I'm still seeing a lot of floaters. My whole vision is filled with floaters as I'm looking at the screen. Yep, it's all floaters, but it's okay. I was depressed over it for a long time. But when I'm breaking cards, doing this, it actually helps me to forget all this, I wouldn't say pain. Yeah. Yep. But yes, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully my videos bring you some kind of enjoyment. Okay, so I will see you guys in the next video if I'm still purchasing boxes. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.